And we're off real close to vanilla start here.
Yeah, and the first thing you notice is we've got whiz ropes on the overworld. Now, those whiz ropes on the overworld are an absolute pain because you'll notice they spawned, not they spawn consecutively, not all at the same time. And they're going to spawn like that because that's the spawn patterns of, some of the enemies they've switched with in the overworld. So red whiz ropes on the overworld with that spawn pattern can be a real nightmare, especially early on.
Looks like we've seen keys for 72 and 82 so far.
That is definitely something to keep an eye on here because, as we've seen, especially with shapes, keys can be a major issue.
$17 secret.
Yeah, that's actually a very, very good size of the small secrets. As we know, we've got the 3 secrets, the small, the medium, and the large. The small can be anywhere between 1 to 20 rupees. Usually it's 10 in the vanilla game. So seeing 17 rupees there, you're going to have 4 total small secrets. So seeing 17 rupees, that's going to be very nice. We really won't know the effect on the money in this seed until we start to see, what's going to be available for pricing, what the door repairs are, what the big secret is, what the medium secret is. So it could be a seed where money is going to be something that's going to have to be managed to be able to afford the things you're going to need. Or it could be a free money seed where, you're just walking around the entire time with 255 rupees and nothing to spend it on.
And that door repair did look like 15 rupees.
And that is a nice minimum door repair, so that's really, really nice. And it's a decently worded message there, no loitering, which means our runners are going to have a chance to be able to up and A out of that.
Looks like vanilla blue ring shop doesn't have anything to hold for us in the armor item.
Yep, so that having that gambling shop up there is interesting, especially if our runners had came up there with money. I know for me personally, I'm one of those people who if I have like 15 to 20 rupees when I come across a gambling shop, I'm going to take a shot and see what I can get. It's not so close to start that you're going to see them try it, but it was close enough to the end of the game where it was an option if they had the money there.
Vanilla 1 being guarded by Wizrobes, and it looks like level 7.
See, this is going to be an interesting option for Redbird here because he's definitely going to go ahead and up A and get the heart refill. You have a couple of options when you come across levels this early, especially a big level like level 7. You can do what Redbird's doing here, which is just to say, nope, I'm good. Or a lot of people, like I'm one of these people who I see an opening, I'm going to just take a quick look around for a couple of rooms, see what I can find, if there's anything good, like lying, an early staircase to an item perhaps, or some bombs in the ground. Just do like 5 or 6 rooms to see where that leads you.
Fair enough. It looks like Wizrobes are everywhere in the overworld, so we'll see how they happen there. And it looks like Redbirdgrad finds level 3.
Now, level 3 is a bit of a more interesting one than level 7 is because it's much smaller, but Redbird not going to try any of it. It looks like Redbird is prioritizing finding a weapon, whether it be the sword or maybe like a wand Armos item, and we're going to find out pretty soon what that Armos item is going to be. Syscrusher's over here at the grave, and Redbird's going to be at our other 3.
Looks like the white sword item is going to be the ladder.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. And yes, to address the question over in chat, Budwimmer, yes, both of them are playing the exact same seed. This is a blind playthrough. Neither one of them have seen the seed. They know the mechanics of the game, but they don't know what they're getting into.
And Redbirdgrad finding another level. Looks like level 4 this time.
And that white sword item may be coming in handy here because it looks like level 4 potentially might be ladder block. And oh, wow. This is the second seed today that I've heard of where the gravestone has held the wooden sword.
Excellent find for Syscrushers. They now have a weapon to fight these blue gorillas. Oh, never mind. Looks like they were taken down.
Yeah, Blue Gorillas, especially on that screen, is a real pain because you have that bottleneck there. Vanilla level 6 and Vanilla level 2 are the same thing. And if you have enemies that fire projectiles, Wizrobes, Gorillas, Lionels, and in the case of those staircases, levers, that can be a real absolute bottleneck pain to get out of. So that's just horrible. Unfortunately for Syscrusher there, good thing we discovered, orange Gorillas are only 1 HP. Bad news, he killed that one. There was some bombs that he missed completely.
Looks like we might be seeing a coast item check here very shortly if they manage to stay alive.
Yeah, very, very expensive candle there for Redbird, 79 rupees. That's one off the maximum price it can be. We have a wand as the ladder items. So this makes for a very interesting set of circumstances now for Redbird, because Redbird knows the ladder, where it is, it's the white sword item. We know that's anywhere between 4 and 6 hearts. We also know that the wand is the coast item, which you need the ladder to get to. So if I'm Redbird, there's a thought crossing in my head that normally I would be taking candles from Take Anyone You Want roads. But at this point, I'm considering pulling hearts just because I know it's going to lead me to a weapon eventually. The way Redbird's going, he's going to get to a wooden sword, but that thought is in the back of my mind.
Absolutely. Looks like vanilla level 3 is just a shop.
Yeah, just a shop indeed. So what we've found out so far here, just a little bit of overworld exploration we've done, the Armos items have actually, or the Armos statues have actually been pretty big so far, because you had the raft as the Armos item down in the one to the southeast of the farthest south Armos statue. We got the white sword item here at this Armos statue up in the Lost Hills, and you have level 4 underneath the Armos statue directly to the east of level 2.
And we did just get that blue candle pickup by Redbirdgrad.
Which, I definitely understand where you're going with that, because it allows you to kill the Scaria, get bombs, and continue your exploration. Redbird prioritizing finding the wooden sword, knowing he's going to get the ladder eventually. I would have done the same thing, even though I know in the back of my head, and I just went over the whole 4 to 6 hearts ladder into wad. I would have done the same thing here, because getting a candle, it's a weapon. It's not going to kill everything on the overworld, but it's going to allow Redbird to start doing some more exploration.
Exploration for sure. Hopefully we can find some more nice secret drops too.
Well, 36 is an above average medium secret.
It looks like we have the Any Roads in the northeast corner of the map here. Hey, that's a vanilla one there.
That is a vanilla one, and I kind of want to start breaking out into song and dance here, because I can show you the world. But I'm pretty sure if I start doing that, chat's going to rebel against me.
It's a little late for Teach singing, I think.
It's never too late for Disney karaoke.
Hey, and we get a wood sword by Redbirdgrad on the left.
All right, so now both of our runners have a weapon, and both of them have it within 10 minutes. That's really, really good. It's always nice when both your runners get the weapon and can actually start exploring things and doing things on the overworld and in the dungeon, so they can continue making progress in the game.
Gotta say, I like that letter cave black and purple there. That looks pretty great.
So the thing with the color palettes is a lot of them were meant to evoke colors that you see in like Ocarina of Time. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the Spirit Temple, but to me this just looks like someone spilled Dimetap all over the artwork.
I wonder if it smells as much grape as it looks.
If it does, I'm not sure if that would be the best thing or the worst thing. Speaking of worst things, though, we have multiple HP gels from the Splitting Zols. That's never fun.
Yeah, pass on that. I mean, if I were playing, but it's fun to make other people do it.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that I'm not playing in this seed. I hate multiple HP gels, just like I hate multiple HP keys. So as I mentioned at the start, we have a couple more things here in the bracket stage that you didn't see in the round 1 Swiss stages. One of them here is you notice syscrusher in level 6 pushing that leftmost middle row block in that weird maze-like room. And now you see him here in this 5x2 room. We've got second quest rooms on, which means you're going to see these different rooms that could be staircases. That's probably the biggest change here. Up along with the plus or minus 2 HP for the enemies, and that includes bosses.
And we've also got mixed tins here, so can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Sunny days, sweeping the clouds away.
2 different flavors of NSU rooms. Nice.
Yes, we've got the watered down Dimetap and the pure straight from the bottle Dimetap.
And we could definitely call that medicinal grape.
Yep. And we have level 2 over on Redbird's side. Level 2 is an interesting one to find because it's got only one item, but it is a floor drop item. So, you're going to have to kill a lot of these rooms, and especially if you have something like blue dark nuts, then it can be a real pain. Also of note, this is a staircase, which means level 2 is segmented.
Just how many segments will it be, do you wonder?
Well, at least 2. I've seen, I don't think it was a level 2, but I have seen a 5-segmented dungeon before. That was fun.
That sounds pretty gross.
Oh, it was ridiculously gross. It also might have been on one that was being showcased for the Zelda Randomizer at GDQ last year on Pinball Done Quick. But anyway, enough self-promotion. Let's get back to Syscrusher and Redbirdgrad.
RBG was hoping for an item drop in there, but instead it was just a 5 rupee drop.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. This could be one of those seeds where, you're going to need money because, we've seen, hey, there is a key for Redbird, so you'll be able to keep going here. But money is one of those resources, as we've seen throughout the tournament, that can be a hindering factor. You're going to need at least 1 rupee to finish the game, guaranteed, because you need 1 rupee to fire the silver arrow to kill Ganon. More often than not, you're probably going to want to buy either a red ring or a bomb upgrade. So money is definitely going to be one of those things.
Also enjoyed that troll compass in that level there.
Hey, at least we know where the ladder is.
And now Redbirdgrad has found level 8.
Yeah, level 8 is going to be one of those dungeons that, if it's an easy enemy set, which by those blue dark nuts it is not, you can consider doing it early. Redbird's like, yeah, nope, we got blue dark nuts. I get 3 hearts, I got a wood sword. Bye, Felicia.
And a Triforce pickup, Syscrusher Sai, level 3.
Yep, key blocked out of the rest of level 3, so we're going to pick up the Triforce and hope for the best. Hope there's nothing required in level 3, and if so, it's an easy enough dungeon to come back to.
$80 large secret there.
Yeah, 80 large secret is, it's decidedly below average because your average is 100. You have anywhere between 50 and 150 potentially on the large secret. So 80 is definitely on the lower end. However, it's not like a 50 or a 60, so it's still manageable. And the interesting thing right there is Redbird coming across a hint shop. And as Torm, you mentioned earlier, we've got mixed hints. That hint shop is very close to start. I wouldn't be surprised to potentially see Redbird check the last couple of burn spots here, potentially save, and then go back and get the hints to save money.
Yeah, with those hint prices, it'd be good to conserve your cash and use that trick.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do, especially in mixed hints where you can't guarantee that all the hints are going to be worth your time. Save, get the hints, then hit the retry button, and you'll be back to where you saved. You'll still have all your delicious, delicious rupees and all that delicious, delicious information.
Redbirdgrad limping along with keys there in level 5. Still has 1 to use. Just picked it up.
Hey, as long as you have 1 key in your inventory, you're still good. It's that 0 in the key column that can be a bit of a pain. Speaking of pains here, you've also noticed that it seems to me that everything in this seed has rolled additional HP. And as you can see here, these Tektites have more than 1 HP. And this is the reason I hate multiple HP Tektites, is because Tektites in the game are not programmed to have more than 1 HP. So they don't do knockback. The problem is when they have more than 1 HP, the game wants to knock them back. They don't have an animation for the knockback. So what they do is they teleport.
I can see in my mind's eye Fred steepling his fingers right now.
A la Mr. Burns?
Excellent, excellent.
Wait, does that make me Smithers?
I mean, you said it, not me.
It's what you were. Ooh, so this just made things very interesting. I was talking about being able to purchase a red ring earlier. Red bird coming across the red ring. So we're all good.
That's only fitting.
It is, and that's going to be a huge, huge boon for Redbird here because the red ring is going to quadruple his defense. So instead of having, even though you're still going to see 3 hearts on screen, it's effectively 12 hearts.
Gotta love that lag room.
There are some rooms where lag is great to have. This is one of those because it allows you to be able to maneuver between the arrows. My favorite thing about this room is the color palette on these are the blue moblins in the overworld. There's only so many colors the game can have on screen. So the dark blues are not something you're going to see in the dungeon. So the blue moblins, like some of the Zols and the Gels, they're going to take on the color palette of the room. And gotta love the troll compass. Hi, I'm one room away.
All right, it looks like we're going to be exiting the toothpaste dungeon here, picking up the Triforce in level 5.
Are you crestfallen that we're leaving the toothpaste dungeon?
No comment.
So yeah, we do have 1 Triforce apiece in this. Redbird has the Triforce out of level 5. Syscrusher has the Triforce on level 3. So we are going to be able to continue on with that. Of course, neither one of them found any hearts, so that ladder is still evasive.
Back to level 3 we go. Maybe not.
Yep, probably going to go back into level 3, utilizing that red ring. We know what's going to happen here is Redbird's going to find the compass. Redbird's going to be blocked out of the rest of this dungeon and going to get the Triforce and continue on his merry, merry way. Unfortunately for Syscrusher, Wizrobes said no.
As Teach mentioned, looks like we're getting that Triforce pickup in level 3 by Redbirdgrad, bringing him up to a total of 2.
Two Triforces.
Thank you, Count.
Well, you asked if I knew how to get to Sesame Street earlier.
Absolutely true. Had to bring back that reference.
You gotta keep it fresh.
Aqua fresh.
We're coming back around to that, are we?
I mean, how many references can we get in the span of 10 seconds? Who knows?
Pretty good, but I don't think you quite understand the scope of where you're going if you bring that back up.
Listerine.
Oh, wow. I think you need a little more work on your puns. I'm not going to go ahead and steal what Chat just said and say you need to brush up, but I'm going to steal it. You need to brush up.
Stop flossing me, buddy.
Ooh. Redbird going to go ahead and check the spectacle rock section of Death Mountain. Always good to get that out of the way. These any roads are interesting because they're just enough to get you around, but they're not in really good locations.
And, you know, facing down the firing squad of Wizrobes meant you probably wanted to head back in.
Yeah, when given the choice between the firing squad of Wizrobes or literally anything else, I'll take literally anything else.
Hey, we got our first bonus heart pickup by Syscrusher, bringing them up to a total 4 HP.
Yep, and that's going back to what I was talking about earlier with the ladder as the white sword item. And Redbird's going to get his 4th heart as well here. But that's definitely something that, you know, again, hearts are required, 4 to 6 hearts for that white sword item. Picking up that heart there, Syscrusher knows he can purchase a candle, knows where he can find a candle. So it's one of those in the back of your mind type of deals.
All right, we're going to be checking out the southern coast here with all the bomb spots and a door repair.
Well, if you're going to sit around here and think about whether you're going to bomb, no loitering is correct, although I finally figured out why the old men have the door repairs here in Hyrule.
Oh, no.
No, this isn't actually a setup for a pun. We mentioned earlier how, you're going to reset, get all the hints, get all the information, but not pay the old men for it and retry. The door repair is just their way of getting their money anyway.
You're not wrong, I suppose.
You heard that, folks. We have it on audio. I wasn't wrong.
I suppose.
We're just going to edit out the "you weren't wrong" and just drop it right there. Let me have this.
Uh-huh, sure. All right. Vanilla 7 Burn Bush looks like it's going to be a medicine cave once we find that letter.
Look, I feel the need to address chat here for a second, because I've gotten chat off on a tangent with all these, mouth puns and all that, but I really don't think they truly grasp the cavity of the situation.
I meant to say 8, not 7. I'm ignoring you.
Fair enough. So it's only, 20 minutes in? You're already learning to ignore my puns. We got a winner here.
Vanilla 2 with that mid-secret. And Syscrusher taken out by those Octoroks. Better luck next time.
Yeah, there's a bunch of jokes I can make there, but Octorok jokes, they're a dime a dozen. I'm not going to go there.
Redbirdgrad is sitting pretty with 232 rupees, though.
Oh, so pretty.
Nice. Got that ladder pick up with 5 hearts.
That's beautiful, because in addition to, getting rid of the most common block you're going to see in dungeons, which is the ladder, it's also going to open up the wand for Redbird, which is going to double his offense, because the wand is going to deal 2 HP worth of damage as opposed to the wooden sword, which is only going to do 1. Now, true, there are some enemies that aren't affected by the wand. His robes. Sorry about that. But it's still going to, make things a lot easier.
Certainly. And are we going to see a raft check? Nope. Okay, we're just going to head right to the coast.
I'm pretty sure at this point Redbird forgot he had the raft. Or just going to go grab the house first. There's that too. Nope, just forgetting he's got the raft.
Something's going to be there, isn't it?
Probably level 1. Redbird forgetting where level 4 was, and hey, syscrusher, finding some more heart in this deliciously lime-colored level 2.
I still think it looks like scope.
So that's gonna be the thing here. We're just gonna go ahead and just make all of the tooth jokes.
Hey, at least my jokes are minty fresh.
Are you prepared to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That sounds like a mouthful.
Yeah, actually, it really was.
The Triforce of Wisdom Teeth. Yes, I am going to call that one out. Bravo, 7-8 time.
Yep. For those of you watching this after it's been live, yep, we are addressing Twitch chat, and yep, they're in on the joke. No, I'll agree with you now. I will cede your level 2 as being scope, because that level 9 was lime.
Definitely very lime.
Yeah, so my question at this point is, if we record her back to 6, which brings us to 9, does that make it the Ocarina of Lime?
I'm trying to think of any flavor combinations that grape and lime would go together with, and I just can't.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Redbirdgrad, now with that wand, just kind of mowing through all of those Gibdos.
Yeah, Redbird going to come across the staircase here in level 6. He's going to take it, not a problem. We've got everyone's favorite boss, the Rupee boss.
That level 2 map, though, name that Inkblot, or rather, when they get back to it, name it then.
Charlene. What do you know a Charlene or something? Did I just insult somebody? Sorry. Wow. May make me feel bad.
No, I just got Rock the Casbah stuck in my head, sorry.
What?
Sharif don't like it.
Oh, gosh. What did I get myself into?
Nice fairy drop for Syscrusher.
I want to point out here that we've seen only a little bit of level 6. It's, not going too far. It just sort of loops us around. So from what that tells me, it looks pretty much like we're going to have a completely connected level 6.
I see the old man already forgot how to get to Sesame Street.
Yeah, but, if we could find a way to take the old man outside, he would at least find the sunny days. Not to be confused with Sunny D.
Now I'm hungry. I want sunny side up eggs.
Ooh, would be good. Like now I want like a sunny side up egg on like a nice juicy blue cheeseburger.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah, I'm pretty down with it. And if we transition from mouth puns to egg puns, I'd be okay with that. I mean, I might crack up a little.
I don't know, I'm feeling a bit poached.
Ooh. Although, oh my gosh, that ink blot. All of that for good man Redbird. You leave that horrible blueberry boomerang right there where it is.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, but at the very least, they're in the Swiss cheese Dimetap level, which is a very odd combination.
You know what it kind of looks like? No. Oh, God, what the heck's the name of it? I can picture it in my head, and I just can't think of the name of it now. It's gonna bug me all race.
Redbirdgrad easily cleaning out that room of Bubsies.
Bubsies. Did you just refer to Pole's voices as Bubsies?
No, I'm talking about Orange Lionel. They totally look like Bubsies.
Oh, I was watching syscrusher. It wasn't sure what was in the room.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh boy. Anyway, syscrusher gonna put his raft to good use here and discover a door repair charge. So it turns out Redbird skipping the coast raft spot was perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, keeping a tight hand on those 254 rupees, though, seems like a great idea.
Hey, I'm a fan of more rupees. Always more rupees. Yeah, Redbird was trying his hardest to not have to spend a key, but looks like he's going to actually have to do one to continue on here exploring level 6 to find the Triforce, piece, which is recommended.
Yeah, might be a component for winning. Maybe. Well, that pretty much confirms that the ladder is required to reach the silver arrow.
Also, that Triforce location, yo.
Oh, good luck getting to it, though.
Oh, that's a huge dagger right there. You gotta love when it's right there next to start and you gotta take the long way around. So interesting thing here, syscrusher over in level 8. The interesting thing about this, from my perspective here, is that, it's a pretty, I want to say overly difficult enemy set because, Blue Darkness are pretty easy to predict if you know their movement patterns. It's a difficult enemy set in the sense of syscrusher only is on Green Heart and Green Tunic 5 hearts, not Green Heart 5 Tunic. Green Tunic 5 hearts. So it could potentially make things a little bit difficult. And what's also a little bit difficult is that troll staircase, yo.
Well, meanwhile, Redbirdgrad grabbed the Triforce out of 6.
Redbird grabbed the Triforce. We're okay with that. I'm okay with that.
We'll call it portmanteau.
I'm okay with it. Anytime we can get a portmanteau reference, I'm good. Although we also have some cheap, delicious 6 rupee bombs. That's quite the discount.
Very okay with that.
So on a good note, Torm, we've gotten chat off of the mouth puns. On a bad news, Torm, is we've now got them onto egg puns.
I don't see a problem with this. It's cracking me up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the yoke's on us, though.
Runny?
However you want them.
I mean, eggs really are best over easy or poached, but, it's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I would try and make a couple more, but a little chicken.
You sure are. Hey! Looks like we got a letter pickup.
We do. Which one? You get 26 to choose from. Take your pick.
Ba-dum.
But in all seriousness, we did have syscrusher go ahead and explore the coast. We have a couple levels that are playing hard to get here. Level 1, which is one you definitely want to find, playing lots and lots of hard to get. I believe it's the only one we haven't found yet because level 4 was over in the forest directly to the east of level 2 on the Armos statue type of deal. So we've got, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, level 1's the only one we're missing here.
Syscrusher also picking up 2 more bonus hearts, bringing them up to a total of 7. That's pretty healthy, all things considered.
Hey, I can confirm you can beat Ganon and Green Tunic in 6 hearts, but 7, the more hearts, the better. Redbird using some of the delicious, fun, adorable key tricks to make his way and save a key in level 2, and that key is going to lead him to a wonderful, I don't want to say delicious because that's way too Silence the Lambs, but a heart container.
I was going to say, a lot of things were getting delicious for you there, and I was starting to judge your sanity.
Only starting to now?
Judging more harshly.
The only thing I'm missing right now is a nice Chianti.
Ugh, no fava beans, please.
Hey, be thankful. I thought about doing the sound effect for a minute and said nope.
All right, we're just gonna pretend that you don't want to be Cthulhu then.
I'm pretty easygoing. I'll be whatever I need to be. But the red ring that Redbird picked up in level 5, proving some dividends here, making this room full of blue dark that's, pretty trivial, all things considered. And it's a good thing, too, because Redbird going to go ahead and pick up the power bracelet out of level 2.
All right, so we have some more breakfast food here with that croissant.
Yep. Unfortunately for Redbird, he is going to be bomb blocked out of the Triforce in level 2. Good news for Redbird, level 2 is pretty close to start. Good news for syscrusher, he has found the dungeon that started all of the glorious toothpaste puns, level 5, included in level 5, in addition to wonderful minty fresh breath, is the red ring.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, for those of you who couldn't hear the, displeasure in my voice, it's not because we're making the puns. It's because I've created a monster.
Woo.
Oh, you are a wolf.
Hey, there's that red ring for syscrusher. They definitely have the advantage now with more heart containers and, obviously that red ring.
Yep, red ring. Red ring is one of those things where the earlier you find it in the seed, the happier you are, and not just because it's going to increase your defense from the very beginning. You're happy to find that earlier in the seed because when you now know as you're progressing further throughout the seed, you know that there are more and more chances that items you're going to find are going to be items you need to progress the game. Because there's nothing more disheartening when you're going through a dungeon and you're looking for the silver arrows, only to come across the red ring. You're happy to find it, but it's so disheartening to go through that when it's not something you essentially needed to beat the seed. Seeing red ring early, it eliminates a lot of that tension.
So, Tej, would you say that you're a skillet at this game?
Absolutely not. I would say my performances have been panned. What, you set me up for a joke and then don't even have a retort ready?
I'm not laughing. Nope, not at all.
You're abusing the fact that push to talk is on and you can laugh and no one can hear you. Admit it.
I admit nothing.
And there we go. Redbird getting a hint that Acomantis awaits on Death Mountain. That does confirm that somewhere up in the depths of, death, that level 1 is sitting there waiting peacefully to have 2 young Hylian adventurers come and plunder all of its loot.
As one does.
But we have this wonderful two-headed Gleeok. The interesting thing about when fighting Gleeoks here, aside from when they drop Triforces, and oh gosh, so remember how I made the nice Chianti joke earlier? Did you see the bait block message?
Unfortunately, I missed it.
Hello, Clarice.
Oh no.
The game knows, man. The game knows. But as I was saying, is when Gleeok drops a Triforce, you're always happy to pick it up. What I was trying to get to before the Triforce showed up, though, was when fighting a Gleeok, if you've never fought a Gleeok before in Z1, note that the Gleeok's hitbox skews to the right a little bit. So you'll notice a lot of times when people are fighting a Gleeok that they're going to stand to the right-hand side of the Gleeok, and that's because that's the way the hitbox skews. It makes it actually easier to fight because you can stab on the right side near one of the heads. You can completely miss it because of the way the hitbox is skewed. You'll still register a hit on the Gleeok.
I keep seeing these push block rooms, and I can only think of Crim. Second quest rooms.
Fair enough. Calling out to our tracker from the last match, Crimson Apex. Redbird going to be able to go ahead and make a much more reasonable assault on level 4, as he has many more keys, many more bombs than he was here last time. And speaking of reasonable and unreasonable assaults, having a map is a great way to have a reasonable assault on level 7, but I don't know what that map is.
Kind of looks like a dancing dinosaur to me.
So, just want to call it what happens when the Dragon Zord busts a move?
The Dragon Zord. Nice.
Do, 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 do. I don't care who you are. If you watch Power Rangers back when it first debuted, the Dragon Zord was the thing. Like, everyone loved the Dragon Zord.
Heck yeah, that Dragon Dagger was awesome.
Yeah, I want a flute that powers a giant mechanical dinosaur robot.
Also, Insane Swirl, are you saying that hitbox is a bit hard-boiled to hit? No, but that joke was not appealing.
So we have found both of our bomb upgrades. Redbird going to pick up the one here in level 4, get a nice refill after bombing away. Syscrusher found the one in level 7, opting to not get it immediately. Bad news, it's only 2 bombs. Good news for Redbird, it filled up his bombs back up from the one he had left after bombing around.
And it was a little cheaper than vanilla, too.
Unfortunately for Redbird, every room he goes into so far has had nothing for any staircase room at all. This could potentially be the staircase, which means, yeah, you're not going to miss it on the way of the Triforce unless you take the, well, you could if you take the other path, but let's see what level 4's got for us here.
Hey, the silver arrows, finally.
Silver arrows are good, because that means we're not going to have to search 9 for them. Bad news is we still don't know where the bow is at.
Very conveniently, that item room is right next to the Triforce Redbirdgrad, grabbing number 4, getting number 5 total.
Nothing wrong with that. Syscrusher going to be coming across the Triforce in level 7, hopefully pretty soon, as we continue to explore the dinosaur. And just as I say that, there's the Triforce in level 7.
Right in that dinosaur's neck.
I mean, it does look like a delicious Dorito, so it would make sense.
So, nacho cheese or Cooler Ranch?
Spicy nacho.
I like that. I like it quite a bit, but the chili ones are pretty outstanding.
That is true. This is the purple bag, right?
Yeah, I have to say so. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of the Cooler Ranch, so anything but Cooler Ranch is perfectly fine with me.
We get Triforce from level 7 picked up by Syscrusher, bring them to a total of 2.
Alrighty, so to address the question going on in chat here, you'll notice on the bottom of the overlay we have got 6 items. There's the recorder, which has not been found yet, the ladder, the power bracelet, the bow, which also hasn't been found yet, the raft, and the silver arrows. We're going to ignore the silver arrows for this because it doesn't apply, but the other 5 items, the recorder, the ladder, the power bracelet, the bow, and the raft, all 5 of those items are required to be outside of level 9 because they could potentially be needed to get by a block in a dungeon or on the outside in the overworld. You could have a dungeon underneath a power bracelet spot. You could have a dungeon on a raft spot underneath Recorder Lake. You could have a ladder block to get to a Triforce. You could have a Dig Dogger block inside a dungeon. You could have a Goma block inside a dungeon. So because all of those items could potentially be required to defeat a dungeon to get the Triforce, none of them can ever be allowed in level 9 if you need all 8 Triforces to get through to, into level 9. And I say that because there's a bunch of other settings. And now, the item in level 7 you just saw Syscrusher pick up was the red candle. That's actually a great item for Sys at this point because it's going to... Actually, wait, did he pick up... he did pick up a candle. Did he pick up a candle? I can't remember. I didn't think he picked up a candle. He might have picked up a candle. He had to have picked up a candle because he was in level 8. Never mind, forget what I'm saying. Moving on.
Meanwhile, Redbirdgrad found level 1.
Yep. Now, level 1 is an interesting study in the second quest staircase rooms because a couple of them that you saw there, that grid pattern that just had the key drop plus the 5x2 grid, only in level 1 can those rooms have floor drops as well. So you have to be keeping an eye out for those rooms. Can be staircase rooms or drop rooms, but they can't be both.
All right, clearing out that room of Bubsies again, making me proud.
Never played a Bubsy game, so I can't, confirm or deny the reference. But the good thing about this level 1 is it was a very, very early map to find. So that means it's going to be, nice, simple to get through. We're not going to have to play find the bomb hole. We're going to know exactly where to go. The thing about level 1 is always accessible from all places. So if you see a room there, you can get to it. You can bomb to it. There's a keyhole. If you cannot get into a room, there's a very specific reason. It means one of a couple things. You can't get into a room from bombing left because there is a corridor staircase and you can't do it. You can't get into a room from bombing from above because it's an old man. You can't do it. Other than that, you can get into any room in 1 from any direction as long as it's there.
So, Tej, did you see what just dropped in 1?
I did, and I'm very disappointed with Redbird right now.
I'm not. It was the proper choice. And we left that to get a much better item, the bow.
So, let me get this straight here, game. So far we've had the bow in the staircase in level 1, the wooden boomerang on the ground in level 1, you've had the Triforce in levels 3 and 5 in the normal Triforce room, you've had the red candle in 7. I thought this game was supposed to be randomized.
Insert Fred here.
If he was around, I'd drag him in, but... And now, what that's going to do for Redbird is, that's going to put Redbird into Go mode. I say that because we know the only 2 Triforces left he has to get are level 2 and level 7. Unless the Triforce in level 2 is blocked by a Dig Dogger, then we know he doesn't need the recorder to progress further. And we're going to find out really soon here on Syscrusher's side whether or not that Triforce is Dig Dogger blocked. I don't believe it. And now this room gear here guarantees the Triforce is not Dig Dogger blocked because there's only 1 boss in level 2, so it's going to get shuffled to 1 boss. It got shuffled to a Gliok, so it cannot be Dig Dogger blocked. Speaking of that, though, Gliok drops the Triforce. That's 2 Gliok blocked Triforces in this seed.
And it looks like Syscrusher has half of what they need in order to get to level 9.
So that's going to be, it for Redbird here. Going to go in, grab the Triforce out of 2. Going to go into 7. 7's Triforce was a bit of a pain, as you saw. It was in the neck of Barney there, but we'll get there eventually.
Barney? Really?
What?
That wasn't the purple level.
I couldn't remember the name of the Triceratops on the Barney show, so I named Barney.
Wow.
What?
Redbirdgrad managed to get through that room and up to the Gleok with only 1 heart left. Will he be able to get through?
This is one of those situations where if you remember the right-hand side skew to the hitbox, could come in... Oh, wow, that was beautiful.
That was close. Wow. That leaves them with just level 7s to pick up at this point.
Yeah, I'm not even fighting, and I was clenching hard there. The only reason that was possible was because of the red ring.
Yeah, red ring tanking. There you go. A weird room with just a single heart. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mr. Cab, to answer your question in chat, no, there cannot be a Dig Dogger block in 9 yet. The reason being is because level 9 contains Patras. Patras are always going to be, if Patras are randomized to a dungeon, every mini-boss in the dungeon is going to be Patra. Level 9 right now is guaranteed to be Patra. I know Fred's working on potentially a Patra thing that could make it so that it's Dig Doggers instead.
Now, refresh my memory. Hasn't there been at least one scenario where players ended up in level 9 without the ladder and they were able to get to the end?
Yes, that is definitely a thing. I've played seeds myself that have done that. Like I said, all those items on the bottom there are things that could be required. Doesn't mean they are required.
Fair enough. And speaking of dinosaurs, it looks like Redbirdgrad is hanging out in Jurassic Park. Level 7 there. A little bit of a stutter, but still coming through.
Hey, if stutter step's what you need to kill Patra, I'm perfectly down with a stutter step.
The other important thing to mention, too, is Redbirdgrad still has the wooden sword, and it's nice that they finally have both the bow and the silver arrows for that 4 HP per hit weapon.
That is true, but the big thing to remember with the arrows is the fact that they're not going to harm all enemies. You won't be able to hit Darkness with them. You definitely can't hit Wizrows with them. Most bosses are immune to them. So while they're nice, they are not necessarily, the be-all, end-all, but they will definitely help. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have now finished our Microsoft-sponsored portion of the event. We now return you to your non-PowerPoint scheduled programming.
And it looks like Redbirdgrad picked up that last Triforce piece and could head to level 9.
Definitely heading to level 9, and we have almost in sync Triforce pickups. As syscrusher going to get the Triforce out of level 8. Sys still needs the Triforces out of 4, 6, and 1. Still needs to find level 1, and if I'm syscrusher, I'm pretty sure that the last dungeon I'm going back to is level 6 because it's directly below level 9.
So I suppose now is the time to talk about level 9 predictions. Any inkling on whether we will have a quick level 9, or is it going to be one of those runarounds again?
Well, considering I'm the one who generated the seed, probably a runaround, but there are a couple of things we're going to be running around to look for. First thing we're going to be looking for, or more going to be listening for, is Ganon's a loud little piggy. He wants people to know where he is. So we're going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, and we can hear the roar of Ganon in any room that is perpendicular to his location. So that means north, south, east, or west, any of the 4 cardinal directions. In addition to that, we're going to be looking for a shutter door, a very special shutter door here in level 9. For example, this one here in this room. If Redbird kills the enemies in this room and that shutter door does not open, that means we found Zelda's location, because Zelda's shutter door will only open once we defeat Ganon. And therein lies the reason it's a special shutter door, because after we defeat Ganon, Zelda's door will automatically open even if there are enemies in the room. The final thing of note in level 9 is you saw one there immediately as Redbird walked into it. There are 3 old men room in level 9. Because this is mixed hints, there's a potential that they could be trolley hints, or there's a potential they could be normal hints. As we already saw, the first one is a normal hint. And that hint told us that the silver to kill the beast lies elsewhere. We knew that already because we got the silvers out of level 4. The other 3 possible hints that could be are which section of the map Ganon is in, or the beast, which section of the map the kidnapped is in, which is Zelda, and which enemy guards the compass to find where Zelda is. Now, when I say section of the map, I mean, picture 9 is a 4x4, or an 8x8 grid, and each 4x4 section is going to be a part of the map. So, you have L, E, V, and E. The top 4x4 section is the northwest. The bottom 4x4 is the southwest. Same thing for E, for L-9 and blank, northeast, southeast.
Redbirdgrad trying out some bomb walls. Ended up finding one. Probably going to clear the room before they head over, and they are.
Oh, so interesting note. Redbird, in my long dissertation there, picked up the compass. Will you take a look at that Zelda location?
Yeah, quite far away, but we'll see if any magical staircases, of which there are several, will take us over in that area.
Yep, level 9 is going to have a grand total of 14 staircases. 6 of them will be, or 12 of them will be 6 pairs of connected staircases. The other 2 will be the 2 items that are in level 9.
And there you have it. There's that map. Looks like Swiss cheese to me.
I've yet to see a level 9 that doesn't look like Swiss cheese. And now I want that burger again.
Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry myself. Got to get some of that egg, though.
I got like a 64-pack of eggs in the fridge. Does that count?
That is an impressive amount of eggs.
I have 4 people who live in my house. I am the smallest of the 4 dudes who live in my house, and I'm 6'1", 265.
I'm gonna Lego your Eggo then.
You can take my Eggo all you want. Just to keep your paws off my bacon.
Speaking of bacon, hopefully we see/hear bacon soon.
Yep. So as we said, Redbird's going to be taking a path here where he's going to cover the most ground possible. He's listening to find Ganon here. And if he comes across Ganon, then he's going to make a beeline over there. And hi, Patra!
Patra. Getting a silver arrow pickup on Syscrusher's side for that level 4 item. Excellent, as, obviously it's not going to be in level 9.
Yep, and we do have some Ganon noises here. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a pain to get to Ganon here, as he is in the bottom of the V column from what I'm gathering here. I don't have the sound on over on my side. So are we going to be able to get in? Yes, we are going to be able to get in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Enjoy bacon.
Here's Ganon.
Oink, oink.
That's going to be a fun 15 hits with the wood sword there. Good luck getting a stun lock.
Yep, and the interesting thing to take a look at here is Ganon's pattern is akin to a figure 8, just keeping that in mind. As syscrusher is on his way into level 6, our lovely little Dimetap detail. Remember, he only has to get the Triforces left out of level 1 and level 4, because he just did pick up the one out of level 6. And speaking of Triforces, we've got the Triforce of Power being picked up on Redbird's side as Ganon is cooked.
Excellent stun lock at the end there, too.
Yep, but now comes the fun game, is we know where Zelda is. How do we get there?
Well, regardless, just picked up a 4-pack of bombs that'll certainly help in the exploration efforts.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason the map is a great thing to find in level 9 is because there's a ton of bomb walls you could be finding here. It is great to be able to know which walls to bomb and know which walls are guaranteed to potentially lead you to a place where if you just go on and you're bombing on a map, you're just bombing hoping to get something. At least with a map, you know where to potentially bomb. And speaking of knowing where to potentially bomb, Syscrusher is bombing level 9 now, and gonna have to go all the way over to Death Mountain to find level 1.
Redbirdgrad opting to go back to the beginning of level 9 and skipping that heart container.
Yeah, no need to pick up the heart container. He's on 8 hearts, red ring. 0 need to do that. And Syscrusher going ahead and using those any roads to his advantage, getting over to Death Mountain, which we know very soon is going to lead him to level 1.
Just strolling right through that rupee boss onward. More Bubsies.
I had to go look it up. I can't unsee that now.
You're welcome?
Sure. But we'll go with that thought.
Unfortunately, Redbirdgrad took a death there and ended up having to go back to the beginning of 9. Remembering their path all the way back there, fighting all these rooms to get through. We'll see if it proves to find Zelda.
No, maybe Redbird could have used that heart after all.
Gotta have heart.
I have no problem with that. Syscrusher, again, pointing out Syscrusher still looking for the bow. Got to be very happy that the bow is in level 1, so he's going to have to go back and find things out of, level 8, for example. Never fun. But now that Redbird has cleared out Ganon, he can feel free to use all of the silver arrows he wants.
For a brief moment, I forgot that we know where Zelda was because of the compass, and I was getting really excited about all these rooms that had shutters in them. Oh, we get real close here. Let's see if we can bomb north. And
yes,
we can!
And here we go.
All right, the last room to get through. And get your GGs ready. Here we go. Redbirdgrad finishes first.
And that is going to be an official SRL time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 23 seconds.
GG to Redbirdgrad. Made quick work of that level 9.
Yeah, always nice when you get an early compass to sort of point you in the right direction.
So, Tej, about that seed. Didn't really play out to your expectations, did it?
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing required here at all. No raft, no power bracelet. I mean, ladder, I think, was the only thing required, but ladder's required in like 95% of seeds, so that really doesn't count.
All things said, though, that was very, very close to the 1 hour mark. That was an exceptional performance.
And with that lovely little bedouing sound, that means we have got ourselves a Redbird. How's it going tonight?
Hey, good, man. How are you guys?
Doing well. Congrats on your win there. That was very excellent.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so first thing I want to ask here is, at the very, very beginning of this seed, you stumbled across the ladder as the white sword item very, very early, and then stumbled over to the coast and saw the wand was the coast item. When you saw that, when you came across that first take anyone you want, you did opt to go with the candle there, but did the thought cross your mind at all to just hoard the hearts to try and go ladder wand for an early weapon?
For a split second, but I think the play there is that your exploration is way more important than a chance, like a 33% chance at that wand, because who's to say I'm going to come across a heart anytime soon? And it took me a while to get a couple hearts after that, so I'm not sure how many it took to get. I know I got it in 5. I don't know if you got it at 4, but I wasn't going to risk it, especially because that was in the Southwest. And if I make the wrong play, I've got to go all the way back there. So it's like a split second, but not really too much.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And I'm assuming, as we see syscrusher here in level 1 finding the bow right now, must have been a huge sigh of relief. The last dungeon you have to find there, finding the bow in level 1, huge sigh of relief where you're not going to have to go back into level 8 and dig out items out of there.
Yeah, I knew that I had level 1 still to do, and so I thought about it there. I was at the Triforce, and I kind of paused, and I was like, do I keep going? Because I was, halfway through 8, and so I was going to go all the way back through if I needed to go back to 8. So I was like, do I keep going, or do I go back to 1? I was like, no, let's just go to 1 and see what's up.
All right, as you have noticed here real quick, we see syscrusher paused on screen, getting a little bit of abuse by the keys here. That's because over in IRC, syscrusher has forfeited the race, so that's going to do it for the race here tonight. So continuing on here, that's going to put Redbird is going to go ahead and play the winner of the Therwolf Zebgedni match. And syscrusher is going to play Crimson Avix in the bonus bracket round. So both of our runners, or one of our runners knows who they're going to be playing. The other one does not. We'll get to that in a minute. So first things first, syscrusher is going to be joining us in here. So Sys, we'll start with you. You've got Crimson Avix next round. Thoughts?
That's going to be just as tough as this one, I think.
Hey, GG's,
that's
man.
okay though. Yeah, thanks. Good game, man. This was my first
darkness,
dude. Yeah, I had some problems in the overworld too.
I think we both did. I took a couple early deaths too, so my routing could have been a little better as well.
Yeah, I'm just not good enough with the combat yet. That's something I got to work on.
Yeah, but wizrobes on the overworld are awful, especially, with the orange wizrobes. They tend to spawn offset from each other as opposed to all at once like they do in the dungeons.
Yeah, those ones that were offset, like the one, it was just next to start, I think, and then there was another screen of them too. I mean, you had to really wait them out. Those were 2 tough screens.
Yeah, very much so. I commented at the very beginning, like, yep, I see wizards on this overworld. Glad I'm talking about this when I'm not playing it.
Did you? When did you try to get ladder? Do you have 4 hearts, 5 hearts?
I did it at 5. I came across it at 3, and then I did it at 5, and I was able to get it.
Yeah, same here. I found that take any. I think it was. I don't know if it was in the Dead Woods. I took the heart instead of the candle because I saw the one in the shop, and I didn't have the money to get the one in the shop for a while. And I tried at 5 as well. I think I got a heart in a level, and then I got it at 5. But that wand, I really wanted that wand really bad.
Yeah, same here. That wand pretty much opened up the sea because if you see wizrobes in the overworld, you know that wand's going to take care of everything on the underneath. So
right.
I thought they asked me, and I thought about it, taking that heart out of the ante, but I just wanted the exploration of the candle.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I didn't get it too much after that because it was a little late already. I just got a little bit of a late start going through dungeons. I think the first thing I found in a dungeon was a red ring, which was really nice.
Yeah, I found that pretty early too. That was, red ring and wand. Once you get that rolling, it was kind of a fun seat after that.
Right. I did buy 2 hints. No, they were useless. I was a little shy of the 3rd one. Did you get any hints at all?
I did not. Did you? Well, the only hints I got were inside, and actually the one from 8 telling me that one was on Death Mountain was the best hint I could have gotten.
Yeah, so I got that too. I didn't end up going that way just because of routing, but I went and cleared. I was over closer to 4, so I finished that, and then 6, and then luckily I found level 9 right over there by 6, because I had no idea where that was, and then I saw the any roads over there, so I figured I'd just pop in over after I finished those 2 levels.
That's okay. I went into 2, 3 different times. The second time with bombs, but I started bombing towards my position and not the compass. I got it mixed up, and so I ran out of bombs doing that. It was ridiculous.
That's what that was. I couldn't figure out what was going on there.
TGE, that was the dumbest thing I've done. Besides leaving the silvers before trying to go Ganon. I've done some silly stuff here.
But say, dumbest thing to know. Weren't you Wood Arrow Ganon? Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
That was my first ever my first ever forfeit in a game.
How far along were you?
Oh, I was just about to go into 9 because I just wanted to see. I was in 1, just wanted to see which items were in there. I wanted to see if because I skipped the item in 3 because I don't know, I was bomb blocked or something blocked. I don't know, but because I went in there pretty early, and yeah, I just wanted to see. I was about to head over to 9. I don't know how hard was your 9. How bad was your 9?
9 was pretty linear. There was a lot of spots where you had to bomb and you got stuck. Ganon was in the southwest. Zelda was in the very top left corner, and she took a stair to get to, the way I found. So 9 took me a decent amount of time.
Right. I didn't see what the item was in 6. It was an early Triforce, and then 8. I got a hint that the book was in there, so I didn't dig for the other item. And then 3, I don't know what was in 3. And I didn't get every. Luckily the bow was in 1, I guess. But gonna go back if I had to.
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, I was sweating playing you because we've had some good races before. I mean, we've come on either side of it, so I was worried about this matchup for sure.
I knew I had a chance, but I knew the odds were against me. But that's fun.
Yeah, we had some fun, right?
Yeah. Well, you get to play Theorwolf now, so have fun with that. And I know you can beat him. You can do it.
He's got another match to get through first. I'm not going to put the cart before the horse.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Zep Gedney, is that the one?
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Anyone who knows my past in Zelda randomizer tournaments, I am firmly on Team Theorwolf because Zeb is Zeb is the originator of memeing TGE on the wooden boomerang, so I'm firmly on Team Theorwolf here.
Nice. No, this tourney's been a lot of fun. I mean, I know you, syscrusher. We've talked about it in our chat before, back and forth. This has been so much fun to do.
Yeah, I got hooked ever since I started seeing that random percent tournament, and I've been hooked ever since that. So I was about to start speedrunning Super Metroid, but that's totally sidetracked me.
Yeah, the random percent tournament this past past spring was really fun.
Yeah, I watched everything. I think I watched every single match on the VOD.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to get home after work, and my family and I used to watch it over dinner. I didn't know anything about this. I wasn't running the game, anything like that, but I watched all you guys play. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's family dinner done right, folks.
It hooked me.
So I'm gonna start playing some 80%, work on my combat and stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anyone does want to get into not just playing, the randomizer, !Z1R in the chat will get you all the information for the randomizer. But if you do want to start, playing any percent, you can go to redcandle.us. It's a phenomenal resource there, not just for Zelda 1, but for Zelda 2 as well. And that'll have all the tools you need to start speedrunning Zelda 1 or Zelda 2.
I also want to take a quick second and thank you guys for calling the match and the Fiesel for the restream. And I think Trenton was tracking on last second duty, so appreciate everybody that was helping out.
Absolutely. You both played excellently tonight, and it was really entertaining.
Yep. And I do want to real quick here, want to plug not only the upcoming Zelda 1 randomizer stuff, but also the upcoming here on Speed Gaming. First, for the randomizer stuff itself, we've got a
I'm a little concerned for TGE right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm back. My finger slipped off my push to talk.
I hope that power didn't go out on you then.
I was like, what happened to him, man?
Yeah, no, my finger slipped off my push to talk. No big deal. As I said, I'm not sure where I cut off, but 5 races tomorrow, starting at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is going to be over on Randomania. We've got Error 72 versus Dracados. Then a 9 p.m. right here on one of the Speed Gaming channels. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. That's an elimination match between Imasock and some jerk who likes to talk a lot. That'd be me. Then we have on Randomania 2 and Randomania 3 another 2 other matches at 9 p.m. Sky Bills versus Paratroopa 1 and Zyre versus Shiner CCC. And we're going to end the night for Zelda 1 Randomizer back on one of the Speed Gaming channels with Dig Shake versus Random Effect.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be hype for sure.
Yeah, in addition to that, here on the Speed Gaming family of networks, none of these have been assigned channels yet, but I am going to give you guys a hookup as to what's going on in Speed Gaming tomorrow. At 2 p.m., we have the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race. At 2:30 and 3:30, we have a couple of matches in the Zelda 1 80% tournament. At 5 p.m., and these times are all Eastern, of course, That's where I am. Your time zone can be adjusted on the Speed Gaming schedule. At 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got some Super Mario 64. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got more Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race and a Game Boy Dr. Mario Showcase Race. We've got the 2 Zelda 1 Randomizer races that I mentioned. And also at the end of the night, we've also got more Link to the Past Daily Randomizer. So that is all the goings on here on Speed Gaming for tomorrow and all the Zelda 1 randomizer races for tomorrow. So Redbird, syscrusher, anything else you guys would like to say before we get on out of here?
I'm good. Thank you guys very much for doing this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm good as well. Thanks again, Sis, for the match, and we had a good time, and look forward to playing you again soon.
Oh yeah, lots of fun. Good luck in your next match.
Yeah, you as well, man.
Torm, any final words before we get on out of here?
Just want to say GG to both of the racers again. Redbirdgrad, syscrusher, that was extremely entertaining, so thank you very much. And yeah, everyone have a lovely evening.
Absolutely. So again, on behalf of both of our runners, Redbirdgrad and syscrusher, make sure you follow them both on Twitch. On behalf of Trenton behind the scenes doing the tracking, of course, the wonderful, amazing, always awesome Fieselbot 9000 for doing 40,000 restreams a day, and my broadcast partner, Tormod Wolf. I am the Greenleaf Effect, reminding everybody, of course, to keep hailing. Good night, everyone.
Ciao.